stop right there. Before you skip this, I need you to answer one question. Have you ever seen two people who are the exact same age, but one of them looks 10 years younger than the other? Same age, same number of birthdays, but completely different faces. And you probably thought, oh, they just have good genes. But here's the thing, you are completely wrong. Science just proved it, and what they found is going to change everything you thought you knew about aging. Okay, so let's talk about what's actually happening inside your body right now. Every single day, your body is aging. That's just a fact. But the speed at which it ages, that's not controlled by your DNA the way most people think. In fact, researchers at Stanford University found something shocking. They studied over 100 people across different age groups and discovered that aging happens in sudden bursts, not slowly and evenly like we always assumed. And these bursts are triggered by your daily habits, your stress levels, your sleep, and even the food you eat. Not your genes, your choices. That means you have way more control over how you look and how fast you age than anyone ever told you. Now think about this for a second. You probably know someone, maybe a family member, a coworker, someone you went to school with, who just looks incredible for their age. And your first thought was, good, just lucky, good genetics. But what if that's not true? What if the real reason they look younger has nothing to do with luck and everything to do with something they're doing every single day without even realizing it? And before I tell you exactly what that thing is, I want you to do something real quick. If this is already surprising you, hit that like button right now. Because most people have no idea about what I'm about to share next. And honestly, it might be the most important thing you hear all week. So, here's the truth. The number one thing that makes people look older faster is not the sun. It's not sugar. It's not even stress alone. It's inflammation. Chronic low-grade inflammation happening deep inside your body that you can't even feel. You don't notice it. You don't feel pain from it. But it's silently breaking down your collagen, shrinking your cells, and aging your skin from the inside out. Scientists even have a word for it now. They call it inflammaging. That's inflammation plus aging happening at the same time every single day without any warning signs. And where it gets really interesting, the people who look younger than their age are not just lucky with their genes. They have lower inflammation in their bodies, period. And the reason they have lower inflammation comes down to a few very specific daily habits that most people are completely ignoring. Things like how long they sleep, whether they move their body or just sit all day, whether they drink enough water, whether they spend time outside in natural light or stay locked inside under artificial lighting all day. These things are not small. They are massive. They are literally the difference between looking 50 and looking 60 at 50. Let's talk about sleep for a second, because this one alone will blow your mind. When you sleep, your body goes into repair mode. It produces something called human growth hormone, and this hormone is responsible for repairing damaged skin cells, rebuilding collagen, and keeping your face looking fresh and full. But here's the problem. If you're sleeping less than 7 hours, your body never fully enters that deep repair stage. It gets interrupted. And over time, night after night of bad sleep, your skin starts to break down faster than it can rebuild. People who sleep well consistently don't just feel better, they literally look younger. Their skin has more elasticity. Their eyes look brighter. Their face looks more rested and alive. And none of that has anything to do with genetics. Now let's talk about stress, because this one hits different. When you're stressed, really stressed, the kind where your mind won't shut off and your chest feels tight, your body releases a hormone called cortisol. And cortisol, when it stays in your body for too long, is like acid for your skin. It breaks down collagen. It slows down cell repair. It causes puffiness, dullness, and even hair thinning. People who manage their stress well, whether through breathing, walking, or just disconnecting from their phone for a while, have noticeably lower cortisol levels. And their skin shows it. They look calmer, younger, more alive. Again, nothing to do with their DNA. And then there's hydration. This one sounds so simple that people always ignore it. But your skin is made of cells, and cells need water to function properly. When you're even slightly dehydrated, not dying of thirst, just slightly low on water, your skin loses that plumpness and glow. Fine lines become more visible. Your face looks tired and flat. But the moment you start drinking enough water consistently, your skin starts to look fuller, smoother, and more radiant. People will literally start asking you what you're doing differently. And your answer will have nothing to do with expensive creams or good genes. Here's the big picture. Your genes decide the structure of your face. They decide your bone shape, your eye color, your natural skin tone. But they do not decide how fast you age. That part, the aging speed, is almost entirely in your hands. The Stanford research I mentioned earlier actually showed that people at the same biological age can have wildly different real ages based on their lifestyle. Meaning two 45-year-olds can have completely different body clocks because of how they live day to day. One of them might be biologically aging like a 35-year-old. The other might be aging like they're 55. Same birthday, completely different biological reality. So the next time you look in the mirror and think, I just have bad genes, or aging runs in my family, I want you to stop. And ask yourself honestly, am I sleeping enough? Am I drinking enough water? Am I moving my body? Am I managing my stress? Because the answer to those questions is doing far more to your face right now than any gene ever could. Now, I want to hear from you. Drop a comment below and tell me which one of these surprised you the most. Was it the inflammation, the sleep, the stress? Because I read every single comment and I genuinely want to know. And if this gave you even one thing to think about differently today, share this with someone who needs to hear it. Because most people are blaming their genes for something they actually have the power to change. And that matters. Like this video, leave a comment, and I'll see you in the next one.